Right.
It's disgraceful. Really.
I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna get this snake off the
no.
screen. You could enjoy this one.
Exactly.
Yeah. What's up with Sean?
It's just disappointing. I'm not even upset. I'm just sad. Really.
Just as soon as he's out the country, he's just leaving it all behind. It's kind of rough, isn't it? I'm excited for this game. I think this is going to be one hell of a game. I think this could be all 3 maps. I do think FaZe are, looking pretty good. But obviously, you wonder with Exist in the lineup, and then with FNS on the other side. It introduces a level of uncertainty.
Yeah, and I think that's the big thing with these two teams is even some of the matches that we've seen FaZe play online leading up to this event has not looked good, and it's been the same for Cloud9, so it's kind of hard to dictate where they are, so there is just that level of uncertainty. I know from talking to Exist over at in Copenhagen at a little birthday celebration for Kerrigan, he's kind of looking at his time at FaZe and just saying, I have something to prove. At the same time that he's kind of been here and he's kind of learning some tricks for in-game leading from Kerrigan, because he probably acknowledges that if Olaf comes back and he has to go to a new team, it's not going to be a star player, right? It's going to be an in-game leader. So he's learning from Kerrigan in that regard, but he's also saying, I have to prove that I still have the individual level to win, and he knows that. So I'm kind of excited to watch his kind of time on this team and see what he's able to put forth, because I still think he's immensely talented, and his kind of time in NIP is not indicative of what he can produce.
I have to agree with that. Ladies and gentlemen, big welcome. It's Cloud9 versus FaZe here. Best of 3, day 2 of DreamHack Masters in Marseille, and it's going to be a straight rush onto the bomb side with Rush, in fact, leading the charge, which seems fitting only. Looking for the headshot, going to take down Nico. Exist will fall next. Tarek to pick that one up. Now we're definitely begun. It's going to be another kill in favor of Cloud9. A clean sweep right into that B-bomb site. No one there to stop them. And Rain not checking their corner. He's going to go down. Well, what can you say about that, Moses?
Yeah, just, I mean, that's just a very high-octane strategy from Cloud9, isn't it? Just super simple. That's one thing they've done so well, no matter if it's Tarek or FNS, is keep the strategy simple, focus on the trades, focus on those opening kills, and Rush provides yet again. Not really a too strong of a challenge from FaZe either, playing back from the bomb sites, not playing inside of it. Cloud9's able to steal one away. And now we're going to have... This is actually... FaZe is going to have to be careful about that, because those kind of strategies are going to come out quite frequently throughout this T-half.
Yes, they are. And that's a good reason why. Sometimes teams fall into this weird funk where they just can't defend that B-bomb site, and they lose like, 5 or 6 rounds and a half just to that.
And it's ooh, look at this pop flash. And they're going to be not able to clear out Rain. That's a good opening kill, but not able to build. And it's really important that FaZe shows they can stop the B-hit, because if you think of one of the most impressive players FaZe has on a map like Overpass, it's frequently been Rain in those bathrooms. He's an absolute monster. He can sometimes hold this half of the map all on his own if he's having the right game. So if FaZe can't stop the B-bomb site, then that's a big piece of the puzzle that Cloud9 can just avoid or will never have to go towards. Automatic, there's a shotgun in his face.
Oh, God.
And it takes it clean off.
Yeah, that's not fun at all. And there's a headshot from Nico. It's not even surprising anymore. Nico and the Steagle is just absolutely legendary. He has such a high hit rate with it. It's going to be 3 on 2 now. Nico turning around. The timing couldn't be worse, unfortunately, for him. And he's going to be going down. So now 2 on 2 with the bomb down. Early use of the Molotov. Not really going to be slowing anyone down all that much. They've picked up an AK and the shotgun's still in use. Obviously, no armor and no kit means it's still very hard to win this round if you're FaZe. You've already done a fair bit of damage. So the question becomes, do you just look for a couple of exits? Maybe steal another AK-47, but I feel like retaking it and getting the defuse is going to be almost impossible. Positions are great.
Yeah, they really are. Doubled up as well, and that seals it right there. So just sticking around to see if they could get one frag, obviously, but not able to handle it. Nice job from Cloud9 recovering from a 2-on-3.
Just to follow up on your point about Rain, because I feel like there are a lot of players that are good at playing certain positions, but I actually feel like Rain on this particular map is like, it's sort of double trouble, because if you decide, okay, listen, Rain is really, really good at the bathrooms, today we're going to go somewhere else, he ends up playing aggressively. Like, he doesn't just stay around. He then sort of moves out, gets more information, ends up flanking to the B-bomb side. He's so hard to stop. Yeah,
he's one of those players who just, when he has that confidence, he's more than willing to kind of just rush along A on his own, right? And then he just shrinks the map. So yeah, he's so good at finding ways to have an impact, even if it's not coming directly at him. So that's something Cloud9 will have to keep their eyes on. This is pretty standard. Heavy presence towards that B-bomb site. Just march your way in and no resistance. Now the USPs coming down the stairs on their way. Automatic with the MAC-10 a chance to build up a boatload of money.
And could it be a flashbang in from a teammate? And party has begun at least a little bit. There are a lot of people waiting for him in here, and just too many to handle at the end, so not much of a giveaway, that MAC-10. I don't think FaZe is going to be celebrating just yet.
No, but you don't need to be taking this fight at the moment, do you? Although he's keeping him pinned down for FNS to come in for the flank, so here's the bonus money on the other MAC-10 building up, and Tarek's done a really good job of just not being exposed to too much danger, but now he could actually go down, and he's lucky to survive 4 HP. Wouldn't have been like a disaster or anything like that, but every little bit counts. 3-0 pretty quickly, pretty cleanly for Cloud9, and we'll see if FaZe can get back into it. Guardian's got the ult.
Yes, early on obviously leaves him very low on utility, but that's fine. Overpass is a map where you can definitely count on getting some early hits with that sniper rifle. 4th round coming up here, and we'll see if they have what it takes to stop him. Obviously, he can be in a league almost of his own when he gets off to the right beginning, and he's got the right idea. Rushes on the other side. Oh, that's an uncharacteristic miss there coming out, and now they're sort of blocked in for a bit. Rain, with 1 good kill, gets a 2nd headshot, looking for a 3rd. They're still fighting him, and that might be a mistake. He's doing more damage to Skadoodle. Finally, the refrag comes in. It's a nice shot from Skadoodle. Still, you see what we're talking about.
It has begun. Rain, those are amazing shots. Those are just so clean, and you could see he starts to feel it, starts to try and chase down Skadoodle, gets those aggressive angles, so Cloud9 gets restricted immediately, losing 2 players. Control of long is in their way. I think FaZe, they have to focus on getting some players out of that staircase. They essentially have 3 players huddled up in the middle of the map, so it almost feels like they want to kind of be able to retake either one of the bomb sites. And it looks, if you're staring at the minimap, it almost feels like Automatic's either going to be on a very long flank or trying to create some kind of a fake now that they're at the end of long A, although I think Kerrigan's going to spot this out. Flashbang as he throws a nade. That does great damage on a Skadoodle, down to 22 health, but he just has to delay, has to buy some time, and they're actually falling away from this. There's 30 seconds, and I don't think there's a chance this works.
No.
Not a lot of time, and they don't have control. They haven't cleared anything out.
And Exist will hear them running past. That's the bomb drop for a minute, and those are seconds they don't have. Exist doing a great job here in picking up 2 big kills on Skadoodle and Rush, and Automatic, all he could do now is look for a couple of exit kills and maybe try and save the AK-47. Yeah, it's hard to tell what exactly the plan was.
That only works if Automatic is in like the staircase, right, or in those short sewers instead of out towards Monster Tunnel and everything. So yeah, they just didn't have the middle of the map secured to be able to make that transition. They had no time to really clear anything out. This is beautiful from Rain. Very, very strong. And then, yeah, Exist is here in the footsteps. He's got all the information and just delaying. Didn't even need to get those 2 kills, but just all the time that was spent. And a very solid first win for FaZe, which allows them to build up money. Now you can see more smokes and Molotovs on their side. Now they can do much, much more. Likewise, though, Skadoodle has an op of himself.
Yeah, a fun battle to watch in itself. Skadoodle versus Guardian. Deep smoke goes into the sniper spot to try and block that off. Nico could be in a little bit of trouble here. Behind the barrels, grenade in hand, getting shot at a bit, but still surviving. Exist is there to help him out. Nico will go down eventually. Kerrigan now moving into the ramp, getting the double spray, looking for a 3rd. He can't quite make it, and Exist goes down at the same time. So now it's a 2-on-2. Bomb is being at least faked. They didn't actually go through with it. Skadoodle waiting to see if anyone was going to move up. Guardian and Rain patiently waiting on the other side of the wall. They're very close. And again, just a reminder, you can shoot straight through that box where Skadoodle is hiding. So we'll see if they're going to try that jump. It's so dangerous. Skadoodle somehow gets the kill on Guardian. Unbelievable. And now it's Rain. That Molotov will definitely force Skadoodle out. And he's going to get the kill regardless. Goes down to the flames. But what a way to end it. I thought they were going to lose that round for sure.
I did too. I didn't know if there was a chance. Skadoodle, you knew he was pinned down. That's so brilliant, that shot. Inside the bomb site, out-dueling Guardian. Just the jump even to find out where everyone is, and he saw way more than he wanted, but he gets the angle for the re-peek. He baited out the shot with the jump, and then he's got it, and this is just, you know he has to peek. He knew it as well. Able to grab the kill before he goes down. Op not able to be salvaged by FNS in that round, but it's all right. They're going up against Pistol. That's a pretty harsh reset for a round that looked to be in FaZe's favor at one point. Good start for C9. 5 rounds in, and the USP from Nico makes that look easy.
Yeah, I mean, that was just a USP as well. Imagine if you had a slightly better pistol, then maybe you could...
A deagle, perhaps?
A deagle could be even more scary. Nice little boost.
Just a pretty standard boost. I think Tarek's probably caught off guard. He was looking towards short when he got the initial dink came in, but from there, not able to connect on enough bullets. And Nico, at the moment, you can see just trying to gather information, trying to see if anyone's going to wander in. This is the play that's going to get Cloud9 back into it, though. Automatic just holding the angle, waiting for the mistake to be made, and punishes Kerrigan. Cloud9 still has no control over towards the A side of the map. Everyone's here at B, and Automatic just taking off heads. That is brilliant. Nico going to go for more. He's going to find Rush as well, but Automatic, 2 players lined up, and the transfer over, but Skadoodle steals that 5th kill.
He does. Not very gentleman-like.
Bastard.
Yeah.
They're going to have words about that later.
Well, then, that was a... They got way more out of that boost than I was expecting. Just the USP as well.
2 kills, yeah.
Yeah, I'm quite happy about that. But ultimately, it's a FaZe clan who are a little bit behind. 5-1. They've got money back again, but not an extraordinary amount. There's the FAMAS. There is no armor on Guardian. No diffuse kits either in play. Got to be a little bit careful here. Nico quick to try and get down to that sewer tunnel. Not spotting anyone yet. See if Rain, since we've been hyping him up so much, can do the work over at the restrooms here again. We're all on the other side, so he's going to have a big chance here to maybe have some sort of impact. There's no one there to help him out either. Nico, well, they're quite far away. I guess Guardian is the close fire over at Long. There's the spray on one, but he will go down. A little bit of damage to FNS, but no chance for a refrag here, so... Got some information, but not much more than that.
Yeah, that is a very important kill for Cloud9. Look at all the space it affords them. There's only Guardian out towards Long, and even he, you feel like there's going to be a timer on how long he wants to stay there. Being bold as it is, but the middle of the map firmly secured by Cloud9. And essentially at this point, FaZe has to keep it honest with 2 players over towards A. That's why you're going to start seeing Kerrigan get aggressive. And look at this play out the door. Existus force back. There's Nico pouncing. What a reaction from Rush, though. Spam coming in makes Exist just stand his ground, and he's the only defender here. Goes back for more, trying to spray down a second, and now he's just got to get into cover. He's done everything he could to keep FaZe in this. Here comes the hit. He finally goes down.
That's a great flank from Automatic, sort of rotating around the bomb site to pick up Exist, looking for a double kill, almost getting it as well, but Guardian's going to leg him, and that'll be enough to get the kill. Now it's a 1 versus 2, and Skadoodle, he's already saved them once. Can he do it again? AK in hand, Guardian on the other side, making a job. That's a nice attempt. If he would have hit that shot, that would have been out of this world. Bomb is ticking, but they've got plenty of time. Deep grenade goes in. He knows one of them is low, but Guardian is the real problem. With that AWP, does have a lack of armor, so 1 bullet would be enough. Skadoodle gonna pick up 1. Guardian trying to see if he can get around the pillar and look for him. Time is running out. Guardian has to get this one. Skadoodle with the spray in. Guardian gets the shot, but there's no kit. He doesn't have the time. He's gonna have to back it out. Skadoodle stayed alive just long enough to make that work. That is painful for FaZe.
That really is. 2 huge clutch performances for Skadoodle, and he's looked so revived after that immediate downturn after winning the major. All of Cloud9 looked pretty lackadaisical, but he has been playing so well since he declared he was stepping away from the game.
Yeah,
it's
took
almost
took a time out, went to the spa, you know, got a little massage, and then
there's been a lot of discussion on why he's been playing so much better since that announcement, and like why he ever thought about it if he's going to be playing this good. And I think a lot of it just is the pressure taken off of him, right?
Yeah.
Especially after being, you know, crowned as the MVP of the major. This isn't going to go well for Guardian. This is a fast hit towards that B bomb site. A nice change of pace for Cloud9. Guardian's not even looking this direction. Oh, but he somehow spins and gets 1. It doesn't matter. There's no chance to build upon that. But a good find at the very least. Fancy.
Yeah.
The question now becomes for FaZe is, are you out of this already?
I mean, you never want to call it early, but definitely
It's not looking good, is it?
It's not looking good, and I actually think for all the firepower and all of the, you know, just the pure fireworks that they've got on the FaZe side, they have had some horrible crumbles in the past where the whole building has just come down on them, and it's and they haven't made it out. No survivors at all, Moses.
No, it's
trapped in the wreckage.
It hasn't looked good.
First responders can't even hear you. Oxygen's
just for
running
days,
out.
running out of food.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Great headshots at the end, but not enough to make a difference. Yeah, that's the one thing that I worry about with FaZe sometimes is that that they've sort of they do have a, like, when it goes well, it just goes so well that, you know, that those are the moments you remember, right?
Yeah.
But there have been some pretty high level games where they've they've stumbled and haven't got up again.
Yeah, obviously when I mean it's like a lot of the teams that have just a massive individual skill